You know, when they let, I think the real number is 15, 16 million people into our country, when they do that, we got a lot of work to do. They're poisoning the blood of our country. That's what they...
Listen, if this guy was in the UK, if Donald Trump was running to be the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and he even said this word in a closed-door meeting, like he will be out, there will be no way to come back from such words. You cannot say immigrants are poisoning the blood of your country and expect people to accept you as their candidate. That is just a stark difference. I know in the UK we have far-right movement, we have the EDL. But if anybody trying to be the Prime Minister was involved with the EDL, that would be game over for them. Not to say that they will be using such vile, racist words like Adolf Hitler. And you will hear Trump supporters, even, I don't know if they are really Trump supporters. The only real supporters of Donald Trump are the deplorable, are the less educated MAGA followers. Those are the real supporters of Donald Trump. Anybody in government who claims to be a supporter of Donald Trump is lying. Because if you look back, most of those who are now staunch Trump supporters, before he became president, they said all type of negative words towards Trump. They said Trump could not be president. They said Trump was a racist. And now, because they know that through Donald Trump, they can make the amount of money and get the support they need for re-election, they have to toe the line and suck his balls. Just listen to this.
They've done, they poison mental institutions and prisons all over the world, not just in South America, not just the 3 or 4 countries that we think about, but all over the world. They're coming into our country from Africa, from Asia, all over the world. They're pouring into our country. Nobody's even looking at them. They just come in. The crime is going to be tremendous. The terrorism is going to be, and then we built a tremendous piece of the wall, and then we're going to build more. It's crazy what's going on. They're ruining our country. And it's true. They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing.
They are destroying the blood of our country. Those are words that Adolf Hitler used to use. And that is why Adolf Hitler decided to exterminate the Jews, because he claimed the Jews were poisoning the blood of Germans. Why would people not say Donald Trump is just trying to be the next Hitler? Why, as a grandfather who has got a daughter married to a Jew, why would you want to use similar words used by Adolf Hitler? And why would people not equate you to Adolf Hitler if you are using the same playbook that Adolf Hitler used? And that is why there are rumors that Donald Trump used to read the Mein Kampf that was said by his ex-wife, may her soul rest in peace. That Donald Trump used to read the Mein Kampf, and that is why we are getting news that Donald Trump wanted his generals to obey him like the generals of Adolf Hitler. Why are his supporters trying by all possible means to deny that Donald Trump wants to be looked upon as a dictator? Those are the words of a dictator.
They're destroying our country. They don't like it when I said that. And I never read Mein Kampf. They said, oh, Hitler said that.
Your wife said you read Mein Kampf and Hitler said that. It's only a stupid person, dumb person, who doesn't realize that the words he's using are just exactly that of Adolf Hitler.
In a much different way. No, they're coming from all over the world, people all over the world. We have no idea. They could be healthy, they could be very unhealthy. They could
be healthy, they could be very unhealthy.
Bring in disease that's going to catch on in our country, but they
bringing in disease that is going to catch on in our country.
do bring in crime. They're ruining our country. And it's true. They're destroying the blood of our country. That's what they're doing. They're destroying our country. They don't like it when I said that. And I never read Mein Kampf. They said, oh, Hitler said that in a much different way. And they're destroying the...
So Hitler said that in a much different way. So he's actually paraphrasing Hitler. He's not saying it directly like Hitler said, but he's saying it in a different way.
The blood of our country. They're destroying the fabric of our country. And we're going to have to get them out. We have no idea who any of them are. They come from Africa. They come from Asia.
Yeah, so all you black Americans who keep saying that Donald Trump is the guy, you can hear what he's saying. They come from Africa with diseases to destroy the blood of Americans, to destroy the blood of American citizens. And you guys sit there, listen to him, and say he's still the president just because his opponent is a woman. That is the most stupid. Was Margaret Thatcher not the Prime Minister of UK? Was she not good? Margaret Thatcher was the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, and she was good. In the United Kingdom, we had the Queen, who was running the monarchy for years, and she was good. So why do you guys think? Why don't you give her 4 years? If she's not good, there's still going to be another election. But the thing that we all know is that she is going to treat people with decency. She is not going to talk bad against people no matter where they come from. She's going to treat everybody as an equal human being with equal rights. She is not going to say anybody is poisoning the blood of Americans. She is not going to label immigrants as criminals, as killers, just making other people feel as if they are not human beings. That is clearly how Adolf Hitler saw the Jews. And some of you still listen to this guy, this old man speaks. And you expect that when he becomes president, he's going to be different. He's not going to be different. Donald Trump has never been different. Donald Trump has never been accountable to anybody. He comes from a rich family. His dad was rich, and he could do as he pleases. One thing you guys need to focus on is, remember, Donald Trump inherited a large company from his dad. So he's always been the boss. And everybody has always come to him for directions. And that is how he thinks that he has to be president. He doesn't have to listen to anybody. He doesn't care about what what Congress says. He doesn't care about what anybody says but him. He believes everybody has to come, just like he said, I will love it when I come into a room and everybody stands up. That is a dictator. Every time he speaks, he says, I only can do it. I can save the country. I can make this happen. I can end the war in Ukraine in 2 days. How can one person do that? How can you expect that you can just... He says, I'm just going to make a phone call. because he thinks he's a dictator. He thinks he's the Alpha and the Omega. He thinks everything has to start from him and end with him. But that is not how the world functions. That is how his companies did function. And that is why he's gone bankrupt 6 times. That is why most of his business ventures have not succeeded. Because he thinks everything has to start from him and end with him.
They come from South America, but not just South America. They're all over the world. They dump them on the border and they pour into our country. Nobody has any idea where these people are coming from. And we know they come from prisons. We know they come from mental institutions, insane asylums. We know they're terrorists. Nobody has ever seen anything like we're witnessing right now. It is a very sad thing for our country. It's poisoning the blood of our country. It's so bad. And people are coming in with disease. People are coming in with every...
This is a really sad old man. Why do you keep repeating this thing, poisoning the blood of our country? It's not only one time he said it. He said it so many times. But people still try to make sense out of this. Out of this senseless expression from Donald Trump. It's not even senseless. It's just plain wicked. It's disgusting. Everybody in America, citizen, whether you're American today or you're not, everybody came from somewhere. America is a country that is made up of immigrants. The only natives of America are the Red Indians. Those are the true owners of that land. Everybody else came from somewhere. And that's why even after Donald Trump, people are still going to be moving in America. People are going to be, you guys say it's a big apple, right? You guys say it's where the American dream is. So people will always come there to also get a tiny bit of the big apple. So it doesn't matter what Donald Trump says today, people are still going to be moving into and out of America, just like people move into different parts of the world. We human beings, we move around. People move around. People move from country to country. And it's not going to end. Yes, it has to be checked. But it's not going to be checked by saying that people are poisoning the blood of Americans. If you guys let this guy win, then more than half of Americans are either racist, stupid, dumb, or just plain wicked. If VP Harris wins, America definitely is going to, there's going to be a little bit of love. There's going to be, no doubt, things are not going to be all beautiful if she wins. But at least people are going to be treated as human beings. Last time he said Haitians are eating people's dogs, cats, pets. And even the representative of that part of America said was a lie. But Donald Trump still went on saying that it was true. And when he was asked, why do you keep saying this? Because those who live in that part of the country have said nothing ever happened as such. Guess what? He did not double down. He kept repeating that lie. 12 days to go. The choice is on you guys. If you want to pick Donald Trump, he's going to be your president for the next 4 years. and nobody knows what is going to happen after 4 years. Definitely, he's an old man, but the worst part of this is Donald Trump will most likely not finish that 4 years. He can, because Biden also is how many? If he 81, so Donald Trump can still finish the 4 years. But it definitely shows that the guy who is going to be running the country is going to be J.D. Vance, and we all know what J.D. Vance wants. We all know J.D. Vance is young, seems intelligent, speaks well, but worse than Donald Trump. The funny part is, J.D. Vance, he himself, said Donald Trump was America's Hitler. If you can try and explain how Donald Trump did pick somebody who said he was America's Hitler to be his running mate, I don't think you can ever find an answer to that. And that is why I keep saying that this guy is a dum-dum. Donald Trump is a dum-dum. If I was the one, I would never pick somebody to run with me who said I was America's Hitler. How? Who said he cannot vote for me? He will vote for a dog instead of voting for me. So you're picking somebody who has never voted for you. He said he was going to vote third party. He said people who vote for Donald Trump are stupid. That means he didn't vote for Donald Trump in 2016. He didn't vote for Donald Trump in 2020. And then you pick him to be your running mate. How? I don't know. And nobody can explain that.
Possible thing that you can have.